what's going on there.
Nice.
Nice. Right, I'll just set up a Tumblr ad for that. Ah, perfect. Arts, Final Fantasy, Square Enix, Disney. Video games. Okay, my Tumblr ad is up for the footprint GIF. Let's go to a magical place that we've all been waiting for. I think you know the place we mean. What place do you I was waiting for you to react.
I was busy. Many people complaining about Len Goodman's TV programme.
Len Goodman has a TV program? What does that involve?
Yeah, it's called Partners in Rhyme and it's awful.
Okay. So, Dwarf, did you enjoy Fate Extella?
Yes.
That was totally me taunting you to bring up Voodoo so I could talk about him.
Oh shit, I forgot. Well, we were supposed to do this yesterday. Okay, yeah, I really did, and when I was watching it, because we tend to watch each other's Let's Play as well as the other ones on Skype with us, because we like to go, whenever we hear laughter. And I asked who the hell this Lu Bu character who showed up was, and oh my god, the answer was amazing.
Yeah, Lu Bu, who is... they missed a trick here, because we looked him up.
Yeah, he's like he looks... Like, in the game, he looks a bit like a Ganon when he's got a bit cray-cray.
Yeah.
He's just like a big boar guy. Like, he looks like that, but, oh my god, what they should have done with him, like, that, it would have been amazing.
Yes. Because Lu Bu was a general in, the Romance of the Three Kingdoms. And, Lu Bu's defining character trait, apart from the fact that he's essentially a shonen manga protagonist, is that he just could not stop betraying people.
Like, the first two times, it seemed to be like because other people put him up to it, but then he just wouldn't stop doing it. I think we counted it, and it did come to like at least 11 separate betrayals.
Yeah, he betrayed 12 people in the span of 8 years. That's an astonishing rate of betrayal. Like, he almost got out of being executed just by being like, oh, I'll join you and fight for you. And only didn't because, like, one of his captor's advisors was like, no, he's betrayed people like 12 times. Don't do this. To which Lulu's brilliant response was, "No, you are the most untrustworthy person."
It sounds like he's making that up, but he's not.
Also, towards like the end of his career, he kept he kept sending people letters going, "Hey, did you know what? I killed Dong Zhuo. I killed him. I killed Dong Zhuo." And like, he sent about a dozen of these letters, and at least one person sent him a letter back going, I don't know who that is. I'm sorry, Lulu. I know this is very important to you. Please don't betray me."
And there's this one point in his history where he joined up with a guy called Liu Bei, and who is Bei, by the way. Liu Bu called him like his little brother, and Liu Bei is like 40, and Liu Bu is like 20.
Yeah. Apparently that really pissed off Liu Bei too, because, you know, he spent a long time getting to be 40 years old. I remember this 20-year-old kid being like, "Look at my adorable baby brother."
It's like you wrote Liu Bu. It's amazing.
I love Liu Bu. I've only known him for a few days, that if anything happened to him, I would kill everyone in China and then myself.
No, it's like, I always thought that the romance of the Three Kingdoms sounded incredibly, like, drab and boring, but no, I was so wrong. If somebody had introduced it to me as, "Oh yeah, this is the thing Liu Bu is in," and I'd be like, "Who the fuck is Liu Bu?" And then they gave me the 12 betrayals in 8 years speech, I would have been all over this.
So beautiful right after a storm.
Apparently, like, one of his enemies once insulted him by calling him, free-fathered bastard, because he had a dad, and then his dad died, and then he got adopted by someone, and he betrayed the guy who adopted him and killed him. When he got adopted by someone else, and he betrayed him and killed him. Stop killing your dad, Lulu.
What would I do to see you smiling at me? Where would we walk? Where would
This is even more pathetic than the reason she did this in the film. Do you reckon she gets about on land like a seal?
I think she'd have to. He does. He does have a wiki page. I strongly suggest that everyone read it. It's glorious.
So good.
I love Lulu so much.
Isn't he described as being super tall and really, really, really good looking?
Yeah. We don't know what he looks like, only that he was very, very tall and very good looking.
One of the interesting things I'd like to point out about sea life is that when we think of like diversity in life, we tend to think of like
Goofy.
I forgot that Donald turned into basically Duck Ursula, Duxula, if you will.
Forget how to swim.
We tend to think of like tropical places as the home of diversity in life, but when it comes to the sea specifically, it's the Arctic. The Arctic is the place with the all the diversity and shit. In comparison, the tropics, like this place, they're relatively barren. But you can have mermaids in a cold place because, you know, then you'd have to give them body fat.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, so I'll put a shirt on. You're making Ariel look out of shape.
This is not dissuading me from my Sora has childbearing hips thing. Look at him, he's got a fucking hourglass figure. Everything's fine as long as Daddy's in a good mood.
I can't believe that Ariel is a daddy kingster.
No, that's not what I meant. I meant that it sounds terrifying, that this is a dictatorship with a terrifying and unbalanced tyrant in charge.
I can't believe that Ariel has both a daddy king and a tyranny king.
She does seem to have a thing about men with unearned power and authority.
Yeah.
Wait a second. Prince Eric is a prince, right?
Yeah, of a principality, I think.
Oh, good, because I'm about to go, where were his parents? I find it weird that they keep doing that with, the male characters, but not the female characters. Like, princesses rarely seem to be princesses in their own right without, like, a king dad.
Yeah.
Is this where we get the sea salt ice cream?
Would you even be able to taste it under the sea?
That's not the purpose of the joke.
Life is better down where it's wetter.
Take it from me. Please stop writing out his accent. It's creepy. Actually, look at them. They have the same build, except she's got tits and a slightly narrower waist.
I saw someone asking if, like, people would prefer Atlantica if the rhythm game's more difficult, and they specifically use the ice cream minigame as an example. Like, no, people would not like Atlantica more if it was like that. They would hate it. It would probably be mandatory. Oh wow, this concert is bustling. It's like Aquadabazar all over again.
Okay, I can't hear the music, so I'm imagining it's going to go something like, swim this way! Swim this way! Wait, when did that guy who's the Duke of Seoul get a twin brother?
Good question.
I think it's a fluke.
Watch the stage now. Oh, exciting!
See the sun and reach it in time and tap, tap, tap.
Yeah, that's it, Bob!
Swim this way, we'll dance and we'll play. Now it's very easy. Come on and just take a chance and shake your fin.
And if you can't reach the target, use magic!
It's all the same if you got steady aim. Just zap, zap, zap.
Dolphins, they can't be trusted.
There, you got the rhythm now!
Swim this way, we'll dance and we'll play. Now it's very easy. Come on and just take a chance and shake your fin.
Feel the rhythm in your body. Person who can really only use their thumbs for this. Well, a thumb.
Now, what about the
Just the
Yeah.
one. Do you reckon his brother's like the Baron of Seoul?
Maybe.
On to the next one!
Hey, Albert
Sorry,
Al.
Al.
You've joined us at a wonderful time.
Oh, speaking of songs, oh, you know a Blue Boo!
Your big moment, make 'em cheer!
Well, you hear the whole time. It's hard to tell sometimes with the 3 watching now thing. Does it include me? What?
I love Lulu. I love Lulu.
Swim along, just join in the song. A musical for everyone to have a lot of finny fun.
So I was been listening to some old 80s tunes and some Will Smith. I'll explain why in a sec. But I was listening to Switch, that song he did in the early 2000s, and there's this one bit where he's like, "Oh yeah, it's real sexy. I've got Dynasty Warriors 8. I should play that at some point. It's
Oh,
real
yeah, he
sexy
would
when
be
a
in
girl's
Dynasty Warriors,
dancing
wouldn't
with
he?
all of her friends around her, and then he feels the need to qualify that it's just because he likes to see them dancing and like the confidence and the enjoyment is sexy, not that he wants to see them bone."
Your Majesty, we have visitors.
Like, the line's literally like, "It's real sexy when a girl's dancing all her friends around her. It's, I mean, real clean, like they ain't got a touch or something. It's not like a, like, chick on chick or something." And I'm like, oh my god, Will Smith, you're so clean! You felt the need to qualify that. Please stop rapping again, I miss you and your clean rap. But yeah, I started listening to 80s music because Will 2K samples Rock the Casbah.
A busy rehearsal schedule might be just the thing she needs to stop.
And then it was
thinking
like
about
a-
life up on the surface.
Surfing thing about that.
Also, man, Triton, you've changed your tune. Like, in the first game, you're like, "Ah, the Kidara is evil. He brings ruin." And now he's just like, "Oh, practice singing with my daughter."
That's the voice I heard. I'm sure of it. Hello?
Poor Prince Eric, what did he do to deserve this? Did they get the same people to model him as they did to get to model Philip in Aurora?
Please, come out so I can thank you.
He looks so soulless. Is this where they got the idea for Rapunzel and Anna and Elsa's eyes?
Ariel. That girl's
Frozen, made by Square Enix.
floating around on the surface.
I'm not looking forward to that shit showing up in Kingdom Hearts 3.
It's definitely going to, and
We
to
all
be honest,
know
by the
it,
time
but
you
doesn't
look
mean I have to
more-
like it.
Oh yeah.
No, Ariel.
I've got an
And part of the reason I'm not looking forward to is A, well there's two main reasons. A, I'm sick of that film.
Come on, follow
I think
me.
everyone's sick of it now. And B, they look hideous.
Oh, I've only looked better in Kingdom Hearts 3.
I wouldn't count on that. Remember, Philip and Aurora looked fine in their film, and then in Birth by Sleep they look horrendous. Two of Disney's best-looking characters, and Square completely fucked them up.
No, that's what I mean. Like, Square will only fuck them up and somehow make them look better.
Oh, please, let that be the case. I feel sorry for the guys. You know, I would like to see Ultimacia show up in Kingdom Hearts. I mean, it's kind of odd that she hasn't. Like, you would have thought when they were like, yes, Maleficent is the evil sorceress, even though she's a fairy, of Disney, and you're like, well, why don't you have Ultimacia? Because they could bond over their silly horns. And you've made Squall a big deal for some reason, so doesn't this follow?
Yeah, it does.
I blame Square. I blame Nomura's obsession with his stupid OCs.
Ariel! We'd like you to come with us, Ariel.
Have we got something to show you?
Ooh, Ultimacia possessing Maleficent. I could go for that. Yeah, tell us about the Metopia attack.
It's a pretty cool statue, huh?
Tell us the epic of the Metopia Wars.
A prince?
I always wondered how the hell Flounder got that statue in there.
With hard work, I imagine.
He doesn't have thumbs.
Look at this stuff. Isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my collection's complete? Wouldn't you think I'm the girl who has
I can't hear it.
everything? Look at this trove, treasures untold.
Maybe if you stop fetishizing humans.
Can one cavern hold? Looking around here, you think, sure, she's got
Oh wait, I had to press a different button for those.
I've got gadgets and gizmos aplenty. I've got who's it's and what's it's galore. You want thingamabobs? I got 20. But who cares? No big deal. I want more.
You're gonna have to do this again.
You're going to have to do this again.
Where the people are.
No, I don't.
I wanna see them dancing, walking around on those.
Okay, so there's a class full of the angry villagers from a 1930s horror movie.
Up where they run, up where they steal the mess.
Okay, there are things in the sea that have feet.
Could be part of that.
Crabs, for example, have feet. Turtles have feet.
I have feet.
You're not in the sea.
It could be. If I went to Skegness.
Not really how islands work.
Okay, so an interclass may use pitchforks. I assume they attacked the magical land of Metopia.
Bum jab. They have an attack called bum jab.
We just went very yowie very quickly.
It sounds like it came out of a 1960s era British sex comedy. AKA the worst kind of film imaginable.
Look at this stuff, isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my collection's complete? Wouldn't you think I'm the girl who has everything? Look at this trove, treasures untold. How many wonders can one cavern hold? Looking around here, you think.
Ah, I think she might have a thing for him.
I got gadgets and gizmos aplenty. I got who's it's and what's it's galore. You want thingamabobs? I got 20. But who
I'm disinclined to
cares?
talk because I want this to be over with as soon as
I
possible.
want more.
Donald, do you know what a jack in the box is?
Where the people are. I wanna see them dancing, walking around on those. What do you call them? Oh, feet. Up where they walk, up where they
Oh, for
run,
thank
where they
God!
sail the
God in heaven above!
wandering free. Wish I could
Thank you for having mercy on our souls.
Don't thank God, thank me.
Thanks, Doug.
Yeah, it sounds like that imp has a crush on your main me.
For people who aren't in the chat, that's she keeps using the bum
Ariel.
jab attack on this guy, and she's used it 8 times, and she only uses it on him, and that's amazing.
Look who's talking.
Oh, what am I going to do?
Considering the humans in Eric's kingdom do actually eat fish, how is he not justified in his rage?
Yeah. In fact, Prince Eric's kingdom seems to be primarily a fishing kingdom. Like, in a very real sense, King Triton is at war with these people.
I don't understand why all the fish needed to be sentient anyway for this film.
Game of Sea Thrones. I like it. That's what Game of Thrones needs, more rhythm games. Bethesda, get on that, since you're making a Game of Thrones game. How is that paper surviving underwater in salt water?
I've been wondering
no less?
this for years.
I don't sound ready.
I assumed there'd be yeast at the bottom of this beer, but apparently there isn't.
Apparently we need... We have to stop doing Atlantica for now.
So this is... Franziskaner Weissbier. It's from Munich, and they've been doing it since 1363, and it's accordance with the Bavarian purity law of 1516.
Oh.
It's got a picture of a monk on the front, presumably a Franciscan monk.
Wait, twerkies, what do they do? I assume they twerk, but what else?
Help! The sandlot! It's
A whole lot of time we live in.
somebody please help us!
Sounds like we've got trouble.
Why aren't you in Halloween Town? It's clearly where you belong with your talking hat.
Yeah, VB. You're in the wrong place, fuck off.
And for more on who else should be in Twilight Town, who else should be in Halloween Town from the Final Fantasy games,
We'll take it from
follow
here.
this link to my blog post on the 5 Disney worlds and the Final Fantasy characters that would suit them.
Fish and Moria, it's SoMoneySupermarket.com. Honestly, given how easily I internalize advertising slogans, I really am like a marketing executive's wet dream.
Oh, by the way, other price comparison sites are available.
Our price comparison sites are not available. It's moneysupermarket.com or nothing.
What about Go Compare? They've got a singing Welshman.
I don't like the singer Welshman.
Yeah, I don't really care about me either.
If I wanted singing
They tried to
Welsh
get
people,
rid
I
of
could
him
go to
once.
Wales.
That is what they do. I mean, we joke, but apparently there's like villages in North Wales who wouldn't talk so much as sing all the time. But yeah, they got rid of him once. There was actually a price comparison site advertisement which had Stephen Hawking in it, who summoned a black hole specifically to get rid of this singing fucking Welshman. But then they brought him back because apparently people missed him. The problem with having my microphone this close to my face is I keep wanting to like nudge it with my nose like I'm a dog.
Oh, it's a good dog.
Go. Stephen Hawking. Just in case you bastards thought I was lying. Oh, later on, I'll probably link you to the Marmite advert, the new one. This is amazing.
Well, you should.
Marmite is like
We'll take
the
it from
only
here.
company I know that actively markets itself on how much people hate its product. So what I should probably do what?
Part of me is like, maybe we should not incite people to go watch other things during the stream.
Yeah, that's why I want to do it later.
Okay.
Have you all seen the Have you all seen the many supermarket adverts of Skeletor and He-Man in?
That's a great advert.
It's such a good set of adverts. It's like 2 now. Watch other things. Hype. Yes, Glenn. Watch other things in a different window.
No, Glenn, do not do this hateful thing. Love you. Love you.
Don't let Lord Shitbiscuit hear that. You'll break his heart.
A challenger appears.
Does that make you Paris?
No, not that asshole. That's the.
Is he even that much of an asshole? I don't remember. It's been a while.
Not really, no.
He's just kind of there. He probably would be a better vet, apart from the fact that he's willing to marry like a 12-year-old. Is she 14? She's very young.
He's
Even
very
like
young.
Sansa today. Very young. Otherwise her dad didn't feel the need to point out that younger than her, of Happy Mother's Maid.
Mother's Maid. Well, now whenever somebody says that, they have to use the John Noble voice. Younger than her, a Happy Mother's Maid.
I miss the Christopher Lee voice.
I'm not sure I can do it anymore. I haven't tried, and I don't remember how to do it.
Impressive. By the
I just
way,
need to put my main light on
have you
because
seen a man named
it's getting
Axel?
dark and my lamp on its own
I
just
expect
kind of
he's
gives me a
here
headache.
somewhere.
Like I care.
You see, Axel's no longer acting in our best interest.
Stay.
Is he with the organization too?
Yes.
Not a very organized organization.
Don't let your guard down. Axel will stop at nothing to turn you into a heartless.
Gee, thanks for looking out for us, mister. But I'm sure we can take care of ourselves just fine.
So,
Glad
next
to hear
week,
it.
our boy Doug is coming
Axel's
round
son.
and we're going to head it
It'd
out to the
break
ancient
our
capital.
hearts to hear
It's
something
gonna be
happen
fantastic.
to you.
Whoa, Tamworth.
Tamworth!
Tamworth.
Oh, it's because you want to get to Drayton Manor, but
True, we
Tamworth's
don't
kind of on
have
the way.
hearts,
Yeah.
but
It's actually so
we
close
remember
to where
what
I
it was
live. I could
like.
just walk there in like about
that's
4
what
hours.
makes us special.
What do you mean?
If I
You
hated
know
my
very
feet.
well how to injure a heart.
Wow, actually, Sykes is
So,
really pretty.
You just keep on
He is.
fighting those
I
heartless.
don't remember him being this good
Jump
looking.
in after him.
I think
You
they've
know
upped his
very well how
attractiveness
to
for the
injure a
remaster.
heart.
He'll lead us to the organization's world.
Did you just
Don't be
like jilt
reckless.
somebody
Do you want to end up like Riku?
What?
or leave them waiting at a restaurant for 4 hours before texting them? Oh, sorry, forgot.
Hey! Wait! What did he mean? And
Very theatrical. I like it.
Hey,
Woo!
how about you
Watching
get out
other
of my
things
town
hype.
now? You've caused enough trouble.
Riku.
Oh my god, you won. I knew
Oh my
you weren't meant
God.
to get up, but I wasn't expecting this.
This goes to the strongest guy in Twilight Town.
That's some good monster design, though. I like it.
Thanks, but we don't really need it.
Whoa!
Cypher, what are you doing?
Oh, Sora! Pence, right? Do you know
Cypher is a
girl
man of
named
honor,
Kyrie?
apparently.
Kyrie? I sure do. Then you better come to the station.
I like how he just runs over and gives it to Goofy, like, no, when I said strongest guy in Twilight Town, I meant Goofy. He's a good doggo, Sora.
Goofy is a good doggo.
Yeah, it's true. Goofy would never feast on the flesh of the unworthy.
I know. Such a good hound.
He's just a good hound.
Yeah, Cypher's basically that guy.
Yeah.
Hey, so how do you guys know Kyrie?
I hear that once Goofy snuffled someone and thousands of wounds opened over their bodies and they led to death. So they were very happy.
Yeah. And she said she
Why
was
isn't Haina, Zell, and Olette selfie?
What a romantic story.
If you stick around, Sora's bound to show up.
Yeah, he said he's coming back.
Okay.
What took you so long, Kyrie? Somehow, I just knew you'd be here.
Don't remind me.
You've got a lot of guts, jumping
What?
right into the darkness.
When was
Goofy
this?
has... Well, he has a son, doesn't he?
Oh yeah, that's true. And he looks like him, so he has to have boned somebody at some point.
Yeah. Goofy has committed sexual congress.
Pete has also committed sexual congress. And why did neither of these men have, well, this dog and this cat have, you know, extant wives?
Yeah.
Kyrie.
You think it might have been Axel?
Sorry.
Hey, it's not your fault. Come on, cheer up. Like,
Who else do you know with hair like that? There's no way in hell they didn't describe him as having piercing green eyes and ridiculous red pointy hair. He looks almost like he's trying to cosplay as a Sonic OC.
Original OC, do not steal. Now, I think opening up Twilight Town will unlock another dial on our drive gauge, which means we can go back to Atlantica.
Sora, are you okay?
Poor Donald, his hair left out.
What?
I mean, Donald does have relations, doesn't he? Because he's related to Scrooge McDuck.
Yeah, Scrooge must be his uncle. And then he's got a brother or sister who is the parent of Huey, Dewey and Louie.
Yeah.
Well, Donald has a son.
What just happened? A new road
With
is
who?
open,
Daisy?
and
I thought they weren't
Kyrie and
married.
Riku are waiting somewhere along.
Oh my god, I can't believe they're living in sin.
Hurry then.
You coming back?
Promise.
No. Scrooge is Donald's uncle, and then Donald is Huey, Dewey, and Louie's uncle. He's got to be. That's the only way this makes sense.
Oh, hey, villain cutscene.
Oh, cool.
I love villain cutscenes.
As you so desired. I told the young Sora to keep defeating the Heartless.
Oh, most Bavarians know how to make decent beer.
Good. Not only have you the power to inflict pain, you also have the power to plant seeds of doubt.
I will not permit your bastard at court, Donald. King Mickey.
Sora will soon begin to doubt himself. It will cause him to
Anyone can plant seeds of doubt in hearts. I can do it right now. You're not as cool as you think you are, dog.
That anger will fuel
you.
him to get rid of his apprehension.
See? It's not that hard.
Forward. He will pave the way.
I feel so used.
We desire.
There's something I've meant to ask.
About Axel, the poor fool. How long will he keep chasing the
Well, I check out the
illusion
wiki page
of
about Donald's
friendship
child because I wasn't
when
paying
he
attention. I was too busy
himself
being
lacks emotion,
evil.
trying so hard to retrieve what he has lost, when it may never have existed in the first place.
Oh yeah,
He
he does have a
deserves
child
nothing
with
more
Daisy.
than our
Oh.
pity.
Doesn't have a name though.
The king?
Don't be sad.
Donald's right, you know. Why, you're the key that connects everything.
So it's all my fault.
Gorge, I didn't mean that. Just do what comes natural to you, and we're sure to find them.
You shut up.
Thanks, guys.
Oh no! Hollow Bastion! It's all covered in darkness!
Maybe that short is in the
You're right.
future.
I wonder what's going on. Sora! We better hurry and check it out right away!
Oh god. Now I get to
Yes.
see Squall edgelord all over everything.
We had best hurry. We can't do this bit anyway. Fine, I'll go do the plot. Would it be nice if we could, because then we could have just gone to Hollow Bastion and like, and goofy like, gosh, everyone is dead.
Oh, what a shame! What a shame!
Do you think?
Looks like there's more Heartless now.
I love these guys. They're adorbs. Oh, they've disappeared. No.
Let's go check in with everyone.
I think they're at Merlin's.
It's just me, or do nobody's like when they go through the air like they look like weird fish.
They do.
Apparently Vincent was going to be in Kingdom Hearts 1, but they thought he and Cloud were both too broody, so they just like cannibalized his character design. And that's why Cloud looks the way he does in these games. Because putting him in Halloween Town where he clearly belonged wasn't enough of a good idea for them. Could have had them in 2 different places. But nah!
Oh, Cloud!
Oh wait, yeah, and they went for Advent Children Cloud because fuck it, why not?
I'll get him.
Yeah.
This time, we settle it.
If Advent Children Cloud has a much better outfit.
Bodies all the darkness
I said we'll get kinda different, Cloud.
Oh god, there's 2 edgelords now.
If I do, it's his fault.
And if only Vincent was here, they would have a full triangle.
Sephiroth. Tell me if you see him.
The triumvirate
what's he
of
look like?
edginess.
Silver hair. Carries a long sword.
Oh my god,
Sure.
shut up.
Well, be seeing you, Cloud.
Having you care about Sephiroth in this game is
Be
ridiculous because, like,
He messes with your head.
there's...
Makes you
No,
think
it makes no
darkness is the only
sense.
way.
Erin's alive!
Is
Fuck
something
knows where
wrong?
Zack is.
It's
Don't you
nothing.
meet him and he's just like, yeah, you wanna have a fight, kid?
I don't want you involved.
And you're like,
Yeah.
yeah, and he's like, cool.
You mean you don't want me there when you go away again?
I just... Listen. Even if I go far away, I'll come back.
Do you mean it?
Yeah.
This is all being done with the most fucking bland voice acting ever.
Okay.
You mean you don't want me to be back?
Yeah. See,
even
you
if
don't
I
look
go
so
away
sure.
again, I will come back.
Once you find your light, I'm sure it will lead you
Okay,
back
I
here,
understand.
right?
I'm sure it will lead you back here,
I'll stay here.
right?
No
And I'll
matter
cheer
how
for you.
far away, you'll always return.
Okay, Chloe?
Okay.
I suppose. So I'll stay here and I'll cheer. Can't do this to straight face.
One day he'll be okay.
He'll be fine. I'm
That
sure
is
there's some
surprising.
light
There should be like a lot of the time he was
You're right.
portraying either like Cao Cao or Zhou Xiao, just back and forth over and over again. I love Lubu.
I love you too.
I love how
It's the
much he is
best.
just a ridiculous shonen protagonist. Only like with 300% more treachery. Honestly, wasted an opportunity there in Fate Extella. If they were being true to his character, he would have switched sides 3 times in that battle.
Yeah. I'm annoyed because I know Kulu's not going to turn into like Irish Hulk, which is essentially who he is.
Yeah.
There's this one story about how he went out to battle and he got into such a battle rage that he was on the way back to the town and they were like, shit, if we can't calm him down, he's going to kill everyone. And do you know how they managed to calm him down?
Oh.
Like 7 naked women and a butt full of cold water.
Okay, I can understand Sora not knowing that the... Wait, no, they've all encountered the king already. You know he's not in the Dark Realm, Sora. You've seen him in Twilight Town. And he keeps showing up every time you lose a boss battle.
Wait. Where's, Barrett?
Nowhere to be seen.
Why?
I don't know.
Wait, this is all Avalanche except for no Barrett. I demand Barrett comes back. I want my B.A. Baracus rip-offs. He ain't going on no plane. I'll take a boat to get to the next world.
Are you with the
Ain't going on no
restoration
gummy ship.
committee? What's Leon's gang up to?
They've got stuff to do over by the castle postern.
Scoop!
Huh?
Let's report. Our leader, of course.
Yeah, you know.
Oh yeah, I forgot you're heterochromatic. That's because it's subtle in the game you're from.
Don't mind her. I assure you, we come in peace.
You're kidding.
Problem? Okay, fine. You do the talking.
So sorry about this.
Nah, Riku's so cute. I hate when she was like Malefic. Who did you think she was talking about? Melefina?
No, you're putting too much emotion into your voice. I don't. That accent was meant to be French.
Were you trying to be David Cage?
Yeah, I was trying to be David Cage. It didn't really work out.
I'm sure it's not more that the voice actors all actually really hate Kingdom Hearts.
I think it's actually...
Because the writing is quite bad.
I think they skimped on voice actors for a lot of these Final Fantasy characters. Because the Disney characters, quite often they're voiced with their original voice actors. This costs a lot of money to get. Whereas most of the Final Fantasy characters aren't.
But the thing is, we don't really associate most of these characters with specific voices anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, we do that with very few video game characters. Why are there skateboards all over the place? Why is there a skateboard in a fucking construction site? Why is the skateboard capable of defeating Heartless? How is doing ollies helping you defeat the evil? Why does that Heartless look like Hopper Grievous' very round brother?
Tony Hawk's Kingdom Hearts.
Although I think... I when did Black and White come out? Yeah, to be fair to Kingdom Hearts, Pokemon Black and White did come out quite a ways after Kingdom Hearts 2. And again, it's been 13 years. Most games seem to have come out after Kingdom Hearts 2. Oh yes, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5.
You also want to fit David Cage there. Tony Hawk has so many polygons.
He's full of emotion. Let's be honest, we're not even trying to do David Cage accent. We're trying to do Jim Sterling do David Cage's accent. Do you know, I think it's, the first Tony Hawk's Pro Skater game was called, Tony Hawk's Skateboarder, or Pro Skateboarder, I think? To prevent confusion between, skateboarding and ice skating. But the weird thing is, like, if we were gonna get confused about anything back when that first game came out, we would been people going, wait, since when did Tony Hawk's do skating? He's a comedian. I had a few confusing years of listening to Just a Minute, let's put it that way.
Let's give you a better keyblade, Sora.
Lenny's probably going to do something with VR in his next video. Nice.
Mr. Cuz.
I hope you tell us the story of when you fell over wearing your VR headset. Really, what else were you gonna do? Other than a VR horror game. Seriously.
Handsome.
Gorge. I guess this must be his room.
Where's the key?
Hello?
Hey, you.
Gosh, I guess this must be his room, because we all know everybody has paintings of themselves in their own homes.
I'm looking for somebody. Have any of you seen a
Well,
guy with
King Mickey
spiky hair?
does. We've already seen them.
Spikier.
Well, Ansem.
I'll just
No,
take a look
Ansom's it's a real name. No, a variation on Absalom.
Probably, though a guy in the painting isn't really Ansem anyway. He's the guy pretending to be Ansem.
It's Terranor, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sorry to bother you.
No bother, ma'am.
Stop kicking the masonry, Tifa.
So you made it.
Leon!
Where did you come from? Oh, hey! Leon, did you know there's a kid with, like, a matching scar to yours in Twilight Town?
We don't talk about the kid in Twilight Town. Leon, did you get into a fight with a kid who's like 5 years younger than you? No. You did that.
No.
No.
This is it. Where's Kairi? Where's Riku?
Easy. You want to break it?
Oh, sorry. Guess I got a little carried away.
Oh my god, did your school never teach you how to type?
Get off of there!
Attention current user. This is a warning. Further misuse of this terminal will result in immediate defensive action.
He must have done at one point.
I am the master control program.
Yeah, it was like a school in Destiny Islands.
Where are you?
Have you tried getting off the keyboard, Dawn?
I'm sorry.
Decision gate breached. You are now under arrest.
Arrest?
Run!
Love how 80s this is. Oh my god, he's being kidnapped by the 80s. Yeah, it's Tron. Don't ask me why.
Tron. Oh, now we're stuck in the 80s.
What are you gonna do?
What a lovely place. What a lovely face.
I would say, like, shouldn't it have, like, a CRT and Sora poking it going, wait, what the hell is this? But, let's be honest, the last one of these games came out, we were still using CRTs for things.
Go on, show 'em who's boss. Who are you?
I am Commander Sark.
A heartless commander?
Observe.
He's blue, dabba dee dabba die, dabba dee dabba die, dabba dee dabba die. He has a blue house with a blue window.
Ooh.
I don't remember the rest of the words. I really liked that song when it came out because I was a stupid child.
Man, what kind of world is this anyway?
You're inside a mainframe computer system.
A what system?
A computer system for processing data. This system is a copy of one created by a corporation called Encom. The original program was
Yes,
destroyed.
the Blue Man Group. Other puns.
But this copy was acquired by another user. The new user updated and customized the program.
You know, doesn't this also kind of fall into line with the whole Sora, Donald and Goofy next to photorealistic actors in Port Royale thing?
Yeah.
Because these are photorealistic actors with silly face paint on.
Now I'm under arrest. Same as you.
Did you guys get any of that?
Gorge, you know, maybe we should just introduce ourselves.
I'm Sora.
Nice to meet you, Tron.
You know, everything he said was in plain English. How do you not understand him?
You must be users.
Users?
You'd better get out of here quickly. Who knows what the MCP will do to you?
Oh god, yeah, and Dream Drop this sounds they look incredibly photorealistic. And Sora and Riku still don't.
If you idle here, you will be derezed.
So, how do we get out of here?
This terminal could have gotten you back to the user world. But the MCP cut the power 50 microcycles ago. If we could bring the
I find it weird. I'm like, part of me's just like, why is Tron kind of hot? This is weird.
The problem is, we're stuck in this cell. We're not going anywhere unless we unlock the energy fields.
How can you still do this?
Master Control, why not just derez Tron?
I still haven't located the password to the data space.
What about a logic probe? With all your processing power?
Out of the question. The current environment hampers the processing power needed for such an analysis. You're dismissed, Sark. Stop any remaining anomalies in the system, or else. End of line.
Acknowledged.
You're on a computer, why are you using train language?
There.
If you say so. Jesus Christ, Sora. I do dismissive of the guy.
This place is so 80s.
I like it. Hey, and Sora fits in with his stupid shorts.
This is the energy core.
What the fuck is going on? Why is the system like this?
Sometimes systems make no sense. Wow, that imp really liked thumb jabbing your me.
The Keyblade is a sonic screwdriver of Kingdom Hearts.
I would definitely be getting HD Okami on the
I have
12th.
regular Okami, so...
I also have regular Okami that like more convenient to play it on my PS4.
That's true. Isn't it coming to PC as well?
It is.
You know, I flirted with that idea in fanfic form before Doctor Who times Kingdom Hearts. It would work.
Yeah, I did check to see that HD Okami was coming out on PS4 too, and it pleases me. Because my PC absolutely is not powerful enough.
So, what did you want us to do?
Find my user. He'll give you the password to access the DTD.
You bet!
So,
DTD is the name my user gave to the data space. Copies of all the original system programs are stored there, along with anything that's sensitive or restricted.
Is there stuff about the Heartless or Organization 13?
Most likely. A number of my functions were appropriated when I last took on the MCP. That's why I need the password. If I can get inside the DTD, I can access my original backup program and restore all my functions. Then I'll be able to put this system back the way it was before the MCP got control and changed everything.
DTD is a really unnatural thing to have to say.
Gee, Tron, ain't the MCP one of those programs too? Do you know who it was who made it?
Actually, I don't know.
okay, we'll just have to find your user and ask him. What's his name?
You mean you don't know? My user is the user of this system. Ansem the Wise.
Ansem?
Looks like the MCP's onto us. I'll keep this terminal up and running. You better exit the system now.
Sure, but Tron, Ansem is...
Okay.
I love how Ansem
you're
is
good
apparently
to
so
go.
wise he didn't think to give you a
Hurry.
chair. Yay, we're all no longer blue, except Donald, he's kind of mostly blue still. But yay, the rest of us aren't blue!
Excuse me?
I'm getting hearing this mostly because I'm... Jesus, teeth is... Wow. Well, I might have ideas now I've punched it.
What's this doodle?
Tron... Tron Door to Darkness.
Looks like a diagram or something.
God, Donald Duck reads about as quickly as Donald Trump.
Don't be cruel. The duck is more literate.
D.
What's up?
Look at this. This must be the data space. The DTD. See? The door to darkness.
What do you know? What?
Sorry, Ansem designs things like a 6-year-old girl.
Did somebody mention the door to darkness?
Your Majesty!
Mickey, what the fuck? Who do you think you're kidding? It's one of 2 people under there.
Long time no see.
Wow, Donald's getting super frisky.
The organization might be listening.
Because he's an edgelord now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sorry, Edge King.
Yeah, that's...
Password? Oh, I guess you mean like a code. Well, the door to darkness can only be opened by the 7 princesses.
Sorry,
There's
like,
Snow White,
I know that
Jasmine,
kind of
and
makes
Belle.
sense. There's still part of me that just reads that as a... It means he can breathe through his skin.
What are you trying to do?
With that password, we can get access to
And
Ansem's
Mickey breathes
research
through his
data.
skin.
So that means you might be able to find out where he is.
Stop joking around, Your Majesty. We already defeated Ansem. You know that.
Looks like I've got a lot of explaining to do.
Well, listen then, Your Majesty.
Okay, but first I've got a question.
Hey.
You have got a lot of explaining to do. Why didn't you tell us this last game?
Yeah, why are you constantly withholding information for no good reason, Mickey?
Anywhere. If those Heartless attack, I'll stand and fight with everybody here.
Yeah, we will too.
This whole, hey, isn't Tron waiting for you? Makes me go, did you hear about the computer program man and immediately fall in love with him? So you're just like, hey, save my boyfriend. Dance, what a dance! Slowly but
Fairly
surely we're
close to
getting there.
Demix, yeah.
There.
I didn't get that much sleep last night, and now I'm just like falling asleep because of the soothing PS4 menu music.
Do you have any monster or delicious cocaine?
I've got some coke. Yeah.
Okay, sniff that, and that should perk you up a bit. If I remember this racing section from before, we'll be here a while.
Game grid?
That's right. You've been chosen to play a few games. Lose and you will be subject to immediate de-resolution.
That'd be amazing if they formed into a Gestalt entity.
No one wins.
Or would it be like in The Day of the Tentacle, where it's just all three of them in one massive shirt?
Well then, get on.
Hang on, isn't Master Form basically the three of them as one Gestalt entity anyway? Because Donald and Goofy both vanish and get absorbed into Sora.
I thought that was like an Acme from Breath of Fire 1 thing. Funny. I always thought this race was meant, like, this whole bike section was meant to be more like Snake. Wait, why did it kick you all the way out and you have to go all the way back in again?
I don't know.
Is it because Nomura hates you?
No! You hate me!
That's a lie, you know it.
We're probably not gonna fight him in this part.
Oh, that was fast. Oh, right, it false sense of security.
It looks like we can escape through there.
Okay, those H's are making me think of Psychonauts now. How terribly convenient.
I remember this section being a lot more difficult.
Kingdom Hearts 2.5, where we changed some of our terrible, terrible game design decisions. You think maybe you would have had an easier time if you just, you know, walked to it, Sora?
No one walks on the game grid. What folly.
Well, that was a pointless detour.
I remember this taking dozens of tries the first time I did it. And here we did it in 2. What was the letdown?
I don't understand.
Now, I bet I can find Scroll Tron Fic on AO3.
I bet you can too.
I'm gonna look it up. Let's see if I can find anything.
I'll be all right. Once we access
AO3 locked me out, the bastards. Okay, works.
a letter from AO3 just like, we have locked you out of your account owing to your odd tastes in soulless current fan fiction.
But you haven't even written that, and you refuse to.
Perhaps you should write it.
I'm not writing it.
You can't say you don't want to. The sweat, the heady sighs, the scent of egg whites, the gallons of raw egg filling Cullen's office, him choking for breath as the egg whites rise over his face.
No, it doesn't look like there is any Leon. Oh, is he? Yeah.
That is both surprising and upsetting.
Stupid. I'm not gonna write it. Don't care that much. But I love that light forming physical thing to type on. Kyrie, one of these names is not like the others.
One of his names just isn't the same.
Why do these things always, like, end up being a fight?
Well, this is a hack and slash game.
Yeah, but why did Anthem program it this way?
That's a good question.
Stop the one to bitch. Are these real Heartless or just fake Heartless made by Ansem? Because he's nothing if not for theming.
Fake Heartless, I think.
I really love these struggle mechanics, don't they?
And timing puzzles. We're gonna have to...
No, you're redoing this because you faffed around on the first one. That's only giving me something to rant about.
All my functions have been restored.
Sorry?
Give me something to rant about. That'll wake me up.
Finally, I have full access to the DTD. My takeover of the system is now complete. I might have anticipated such a simple password. What's this? An emergency destruct program for the town. Let's see how it performs.
No.
Wait, you're in the town. That would destroy you.
You changed the password.
There. That should buy us some time.
Tron, tell us what's going on.
The MCP's loading a hostile program into the I.O. tower.
What do we do?
We've got to protect the user town. Let's head to the tower.
So, are your Mii's like 8?
Are your Mii's all me? Well, that's what I would do.
He is so mature.
I am mature stuff.
He is. I thought Nintendo had given up on the whole Mii thing a while ago. Apparently not. Do it. Do it.
Running executable. Access approved. It's over.
I misread Drive as Dave for a second there.
Quicksilver, enter a Dave form.
I like that. That'd be cool.
The Red Dave form is based off reruns of Red Dwarf.
What's the Blue Dave form based on?
Reruns of Blackadder.
Ah. Oh, I just got it. Oh.
Did you? Because I haven't.
Because they're both shown on Dave.
Oh, I thought you meant why Blackadder was for blue.
No. You see,
No.
it's been a while since I watched Red Dwarf, so I thought maybe there was Dave in Red Dwarf.
Where's Dave in Red Dwarf? That wasn't the joke.
Yeah, I just got the first joke because I'm quite like droopy at the minute. This
Dave
music's so relaxing.
Dave for channel is named after the Dave from Red Dwarf, I think.
Cool. That explains a lot. Doesn't justify much though.
I'm disappointed in you, program. Why do you insist on allying with these selfish users?
Because I want to help them. Something written into my code commands me to do what is right.
Really? And what command would that be?
I can't really say for sure.
Friends, they
You
help
have
each
no
other,
free
that's all.
will.
Uh-oh,
It does seem that way.
But you barely know each other. Shouldn't the bad guy basically be God at this point?
Let's go.
Yeah.
So how is he this, like, useless?
That is a question for the ages.
Take this. Yeah. Ha. Yeah. Yeah.
Running executable. Access approved.
Take this. It's over. Yeah.
Not much to say during this boss fight, really.
Well, thank you,
that
Donald.
I'm
Thank you for
increasingly-
healing me.
I'm increasingly distressed by how good looking I think Tron is.
Why do you have such terrible taste? Like eggs, people without skin, other people without skin, but for different reasons.
Wait, I know who the first person without skin is. Who's the second person without skin, but for different reasons?
Tron doesn't have skin. He's a computer program. They don't have skin.
Yeah, I know. I think he technically has skin. His skin for the fans of his world.
People who breathe through their skin.
Who the fuck is that?
People with gallons of mozzarella on their head.
Okay, I don't find Cullen attractive. I mean, I like him from the neck down, but that's about it. And, you know, when you put Varric's head on his, that was a massive improvement. Yeah, the person in the background on your end agrees. Besides, I think Tron falls into the same category as the toaster.
You want people without skin?
Now I meant like robot dudes.
I mean, yeah, that's true.
Congratulations, he throws it so high up you can barely reach it now.
He was frozen today.
It's a boss fight that's basically just that for the entire goddamn thing in 358 over 2 days, I swear.
Oh hey, our drive gauge has powered up. You know what that means?
No.
We can return to Atlantica.
Yay! I guess.
Atlantica, where everybody knows your name.
That's cheers. Tron, why are you protecting your eyes?
I really owe you one. With all my functions up and running, I think I've got a chance of getting system control away from the MCP. Now, I'd better get to work. It's what my user would want.
What Ansem would want. Listen, Tron. We didn't get the password from Ansem. We just sort of found it, back in the user world, by accident. And one more thing, Ansem, he was our enemy. I mean, he still is, I guess.
Well, actually, he's my enemy, too.
What do you mean?
Ansem took Encom's original system and customized it for his own use. I was part of the original system, and Ansem modified me, too. So, that makes him my user. But Ansem is also the one who brought back the MCP. The Ansem I first knew wouldn't do that. I'm sorry I didn't tell you.
That's okay, but now I really don't get it.
I don't understand it either. But I think users like you are going to be the ones who will finally figure it out. You have the ability to take illogical routes and still arrive at the answers you seek. Now go.
Yeah, because you're stuck in here. You can't go out into the real world and bang Squall like he definitely wants you to.
Any data you need from the DTD can be accessed directly through my user's terminal. I'll keep a dedicated access channel open for you. I changed the password, so you won't have to worry about the MCP for a while.
Access channel?
I knew you'd ask. It's a very important link between our worlds. It's how we stay connected. You, my friends, are the new password.
Thanks, Tron. Take care.
You too. And give my best to the users.
Squall is just sitting outside like, I wish I could have a computerized boyfriend.
Why can't he go into the computer like Sora? Does it only work on the first 3 people who try?
I'm sure he could. He and Tron could get together.
Oh yeah, they're totally banging in there all the time.
Oh, we can't find Squall. Oh, he's on the inside of a computer, going on a date with his computer boyfriend. The nerd.
Aw, Tron's adorable. Look, he made a little
Yeah.
He's checking the situation in town.
gifts
He'll be
of
back
them.
soon, so don't worry. Hey, look. It's asking for a password.
That's easy. It's
Sora.
I completely missed that you have pointless belts on your arm.
Goofy.
That's to the point.
Well,
It's always convenient that
I did it.
you know, introduce yourselves in the exact same order every time.
I have to go into
Yeah.
town. Need to see what that last shakeup did.
you're not gonna
Like,
check out
can you
the
just
data?
imagine how confused they'd
Wasn't
be if somebody was
exactly
like,
easy to get.
Goofy, Sora, Donald!
I'm coming right back. Hey, Sora.
They'd just be like,
why
whoa,
don't you get
whoa,
started
my
unloading
wife
the
has been
data and
blown.
copying it down? It's just a few keystrokes.
Why did Goofy get to go first, Donald demands? Because he's a doggo? You're a duck and have a weird penis.
Remember, the order of who goes in the naming process is based on how weird your penis is. That's just how things have to be now.
Hey, these things take
Well, that
time,
means Donald would
okay?
go first.
Whoa, it's doing something.
No, it's going least to most.
It wants to know what we want to know.
Riku and Kairi,
It's Sora, Donald, Goofy the normal way around, so what the fuck are you saying about Goofy's penis?
No, as in that's how it should be. Like, it should be Sora, Goofy, Donald, from least weird penis to most.
Are you really sure? Because human penises are a bit weird. I mean, they don't have barbs or anything. How are you meant to scrub out the semen of any previous paramours if you don't have barbs on your dick?
Someone at Disney is very upset.
Stay for the discussion of penises. I mean, human penises have like flared heads, which is meant to do the same thing, but it's not as effective.
Sora! Who's this guy?
You should totally Google duck penises, though. They are so weird. And what's even weirder is that they're birds.
Good going.
Birds usually don't have dicks. They have cloaca.
Square. Okay, so there's a stream happening right now on YouTube.
Maybe you shouldn't have had one of your main characters of your game be a fucking duck.
Come on, are you teasing us again?
Of course I do, and this is him. I'm positive.
Hey, this is Ansem the Wise, and here's the guy on the wall, Ansem the Thick.
Excuse me, could you come this way, please?
Why didn't you tell them last time that wasn't Ansem?
Look, this is Ansem. You know, the guy we all worked
I can't believe he's manhandling the king like that.
Oh, that's right. I never finished.
And he's wearing gloves whilst doing it.
Well, the man in the picture is definitely the one who tried to take over Kingdom Hearts. The one you fellas defeated. But what you actually fought was his Heartless. You see, he wasn't really handsome. He just went around telling everybody that he was.
You mean... What? We went through all that trouble to defeat
Come for the hack and slash action, stay for the comparative anatomy.
Hey, but he still had to be stopped.
It's a good thing Horace Horsecollar isn't here, because he'd have the weirdest skull by a country mile.
Well, that's just what I'm trying to figure out. Ansem the Wise should know all about Organization 13's plans and what's been happening to the worlds. I'm pretty sure he'll give us some help. You know, I came close to finding him once.
Don't tell me there's more. I'm lost enough as it is.
Well,
Probably start drawing some more hexagons.
Some feller named Ansem, who wasn't really Ansem, became a Heartless. Does that mean a nobody got created when that happened too?
A template.
Yup. And that nobody is the leader of the organization.
What?
I know I've met this fake Ansem before, and I've seen the leader of Organization 13 too. Kind of felt like being around the same fella.
So, where did you meet this guy?
Gosh, I can't remember. Ansem the Wise, the real Ansem, must know the imposter's true identity. That's
Gosh,
why
is your
I had
answer
to
to fucking
find him
everything,
and
Mickey.
ask him about it.
You started all of this. Because of you, Riku and Kairi. Oh, Your Majesty, do you know where Riku is?
He's... I'm sorry. I can't help.
Really, Your Majesty? Are you sure?
I'm sorry, Sora.
What about Kairi? Organization 13 might have kidnapped her.
Oh, no! Sora, Donald, Goofy. I was planning to go get help from Ansem the Wise, but now I know I forgot the most important thing. Helping others should always come
I know
before
what.
asking others for help.
Glowster. I might have sounded irritated there, but I didn't mean to, sorry.
And free to choose. So there's no reason we shouldn't choose to help our friends. Let's look for Riku and Kylie
So talk more about comparative anatomy. Well,
No. Comparative anatomy is not going to be risky to Manga Mark.
Goofy's nose is like 1,000 times more sensitive than Sora's.
Oh, he's a good doggo.
Such a good boy.
A wise doggo.
Wouldn't go that far. You know, that whole theory makes a lot of sense. Yeah, no, it's either Dark Lord is God or Dark Lord God OTP.
What are you, nuts? We're never gonna win. I don't know about you, but I'm out of here, sister.
You pathetic coward.
Yeah, I was not sure why Maleficent looks mostly fine, but Philip and Aurora look so weird.
Yeah.
The great thing about paper piecing Quill is that I can use these paper pieces for a different quill afterwards.
Yeah, but that's useful.
I just need to hang on to them. I mean, I'm using like fairly thick paper, but you can use basically whatever paper you've got, as long as it's like, don't use newsprint, because that's really thin and it's gonna get like, it's gonna rub off all over your fabric. But you know, just regular copy of paper will be fine.
Where's Maleficent?
Looks like she ran away.
Well, that was pretty lame of her.
I guess we picked the wrong side.
Jesus Christ, that's a lot of teammates you're misplacing.
Yeah. Hope you get them back.
Is one of them soulless though? Because do you really want him back?
Yeah, he can stay.
He is a bad wolf.
He's a bad wolfo.
Bad wolf. He's such a bad wolf. You think he's part of that first series of New Who?
Yeah, lots of stuff. Perfect.
Come on. Who are you?
What are you three doing back?
Oh, we're nothing worth mentioning.
Just 3 treasure fanatics.
Later,
Oh my god, Donald's being so sneaky. Sneaky Donald.
Did Leon really have any treasure?
See, don't you think it's weird that, like... Oran's apparently the... Oh, such...
We don't have time.
Oron's apparently the real Oron, but at no point do they ever make him come into contact with Yuna or Thingy, Tidus. What's it?
Yeah.
At least the game is aware.
God, Sephiroth, you look even more stupid than usual.
Ain't Sephiroth the one who's supposed to be the dark part of Cloud's heart?
Did Cloud tell you that?
He has Vampire Guy from Lunar Knight Syndrome. Nobody's friend should do that.
What are you gonna do to him?
Nothing. Cloud is the one who hungers for darkness.
Cloud is a filthy
He said he's got a
propagandist.
score to settle with you.
I see. He wants to meet me again. Then I should give him what he wants. That last bit of light is always the hardest.
See, in this game,
to snuff
Sephiroth
out.
seems like the reasonable one, instead of the giggling maniac that he actually is.
Yeah.
You know, if Yomi's on his own again, that means that that imp that has a crush on him might have like a chance. Or at least, you know, you can butt jab him in peace. Relative privacy. Can I do another hex skin up there? Nope. Okay. Just checking.
Well, time to abandon Holodastion in its time of crisis and go to Atlantica.
Nice!
Nice.
Rhythm gates I can't hear. Woo! Ow, but Owl will be happy.
He loves Atlantica, as do all right
He
thinking
loves
people.
songs. He's like, yay, another song! Your suffering gives me strength.
Albert, I was just being like, I love songs so much. I can't even remember a time when we weren't singing anymore.
He lives in a pre-Hello Dolly world. God, he's so excited about going to Atlantica.
Seaweed is always green. Oh, I shouldn't sing it. It makes me
I'm in
miss the...
somebody else's league.
Just look at the world around you, right here on the ocean floor. Such wonderful things surround you. What more is you looking for?
Under the sea, under the sea.
Yeah, but she can't get the good dick.
Is that down where is where they'll take it from me.
She can't get the good dick down here.
She can't, no. Only devoting full time to floating under the sea.
Usually float on the top of waters.
Under the sea.
Since life is sweet here, we got to beat it naturally.
Even the sturgeon and the ray,
They get the urge and start to play.
We got the spirit, you got to hear it under the sea.
Yeah, but she's not going up there to slave away under the sun, is she? She's going up there to be royalty, so people are going to do it for her. Although, if Eric's the prince of a principality, doesn't that make his behaviour even more bizarre?
Maybe?
What's he doing going out on fucking fishing trips with his mates? He's got a country to run, damn it. And granted, it seems to only be a city-state, but fuck.
Each little snail here know how to wail here.
that's why it's hotter.
Yeah, we in luck here down in the muck here under the sea.
Can't believe I managed to clear that. I kept getting... Sorry, I was so focused on the rhythm game I didn't see Chloe being like, why? Why are we back here?
It's a great song, Sebastian.
It's because Al really wants us to be back in Atlantica. Don't you, Al?
Yeah. Here's a quote from him just now. More Atlantica.
Worlds can live in harmony, land and sea together.
Nice one. Good one.
You can tell I'm a journalist.
If you won't listen, then I'm not gonna sing at all.
I'd call it a quote mine. Just separate it out. He's only got himself to blame.
How do I get myself into this situation? Oh man, nothing is falling in love at the worst possible time.
And Chloe has him to blame too.
Ariel's in love with a human?
Yeah, Albert, why did you make things great by having us go back to Atlantica? I mean, you did us all such a favour, Albert, says Chloe. I see why you do this now. This is really fun.
Yeah.
Wait, if they live under the sea, how the fuck does Sebastian know what a lake is? You said more Atlantica. Come on, Al, take some responsibility. God, her hair looks so bad in 3D.
Bro.
You did.
Bro, come on, bro.
More Atlantica. Right after the two no's.
I don't think we have Magnera magic yet, so we can't do more Atlantica. Okay.
Wow.
Back to Hollow Bastion.
The plot, I guess. Poor Albert, he's not going to get more Atlantica anytime soon. Yes, thank you, Loki, Trickster God, for fucking us over like this. Albert was really looking forward to more of that Atlantica. Oh gosh, those things look weird.
They are a fun dancing troupe.
Nice. Well, so I know what's different between the walking, talking nobodies and the dusks. So what's the difference between these fuckers and the dusks?
I think the idea is that these are people whose hearts are strong enough that they didn't become dusks. They're not so strong that they became human.
How do they do a lot of cardio?
Yeah, something like that. Well, these guys definitely did because they're dancers.
Yeah, they did. Yeah. I mean, I can't believe you're like quoting our favourite song there, Albert, before you asked us to go back to Atlantica. Techno, 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 techno! They say techno like a ridiculous amount of times in that song.
No, there's no limit.
It's techno, 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 techno! Chloe just put it in the chat, you should check it out, it's great.
I'm a bit busy hitting.
Not you. Albert. You know what song it is.
Let's go.
Personally, I'm a great fan of Hotel California.
I'm just check if I have the ability to air recover, actually.
Things in the Bailey. You better head over there.
Got it. Whoa.
Think you can handle this many?
Well, might be tough if one more shows up.
Then that'll have to be the one I take care of.
What? You're fighting too?
Sephiroth!
I understand that you've been looking for me.
You're really gonna let your stupid little feud get in the way right now?
Yeah, seriously. Oh, God damn it, Sephiroth, that sword. It's ridiculous.
Dark memories. Do you
How
think
can you
you
possibly
can
ever
erase
use
your
it?
past?
Shut up!
Face it. You turn your back on the present and live in the past. Because the light of the present is
Are you
too
telling me
much.
Sephiroth is a weeb?
You don't know me!
I can't believe Sephiroth is a filthy weirdo.
I know. Because I am you.
Cloud! Wait! Huh?
You know, it's just occurred to me that the Heartless symbol seems to be based on Sephiroth's design. Look at those two random lines going across the heart, and then look at Sephiroth's chest.
Yeah.
Okay, fellas, you've got to go find Riku and Kairi.
You know, you'd think they'd be cooler if they were based after him, because, you know, he's very try-hardy, as character designs go.
But I promised Leon.
Donald, Goofy, take Sora and get going.
Riku, Kairi, give me a little time, okay?
We understand. We'll go search for Riku and Kairi.
Right. Watch for danger.
You be careful too.
Wait, you guys.
I art thou and thou art I.
You're coming with us whether you want to or not.
Is that it? The thing in Persona?
Yeah, it is. I
I've
should
got
post
Persona
up
4, but
more.
I've never actually touched it.
Yeah, I should post up more Persona 5 Awakenings. There was a good awakening to that.
Let's go.
Whoa!
Mickey, you can definitely jump fast.
Hope you can forgive us.
It's impossible to tell what Mickey is thinking at any given time because he's always just smiling.
He's got that rictus grin.
Yeah.
Ooh, what's the plot twist? Oh, is that the plot twist and I wasn't paying attention because it's dumb. I mean, everything can play Doom. You can play Doom on a TI 80 something.
You can play Doom on a potato.
The question is, with anything with even vaguely computerized parts, isn't like, can it play Doom? The question is, has somebody made it play Doom yet?
The other question is, has Todd Howard released a version of Skyrim especially for it yet?
Yeah, like, yeah, Todd Howard is to Skyrim what everyone else is to Doom. Remake fucking Arena and Daggerfall already.
It's the room of something. It's where Aqua's armor is.
Master Ansem, regarding the experiment I presented the other day, with your permission, I'd like to proceed.
I forbid it! Forget this talk of doors and the heart of all worlds. That place must not be defiled.
But Master Ansem, I've been thinking...
They are not. Those thoughts are best forgotten.
It has been far too long, friend.
Was that always there?
They added it in this version.
Yeah, of course they did.
Yeah. Gotta make it seem like there's actually some kind of plan for these games, after all.
Right here. What
See,
is
retconning
it?
is alive and well in the Kingdom of Hearts.
His usual spot?
The Chamber of Repose?
Yes. Go and see for yourself.
That isn't funny! I suppose I have no choice but to wait. But the clock is ticking. Time is running out. What to do? Why is he never around when I need him? It's almost as if he knows I'm reaching for him.
You know, I don't like that place either. What about you, Zexion? What do you think?
I think eavesdropping is intrusive. Why are you even here? You and Zaldin were tasked to recruit new members. Have you forgotten, or were you procrastinating?
As if. I'm doing my job. I'll have you know, I found one just yesterday. Mar something. That puts the organization's count at 11. And since I've been working so hard, I had Lexius take my place for the day. I want to rest up for tomorrow, so I can wake up feeling nice and refreshed.
Is that so? Well then, I will leave you to it. I have work to catch up on. Good day.
Oh, don't be like that. Come on, stay and talk. Isn't it time you told me about Xemnas' secret? How long ago was it? When a bunch of warriors wielding key-shaped swords appeared and unleashed a spectacular battle. And when it was all over, all that was left was a man lying unconscious without his memories. Xemnas. I mean Xehanort. Was found by Ansem right around then, wasn't he?
Your point?
The Chamber of Repose. If you recall, that's where we spent our time researching the darkness that resides within people's hearts. It's a graveyard that was sealed by order of Ansem the Wise. The first thing Xemnas did once he got rid of him was to undo the seal and build a room in the back. Ever since then, he holds himself up in that room when he can and he talks to someone. But who? For all I know, he's the only one in that room.
Need I repeat myself about eavesdropping?
That's Zigbar.
Couldn't hear what they were saying.
No, Zigbar. He was in Death by Sleep.
What it was, though.
He was zigging things up.
You wouldn't know anything about it, would you?
Bar none.
I know I would
Lol.
very much like to focus on my own duties. As you should with yours. For we need to prepare the new facility immediately. But there are only 11 of us in the organization. We're going to need a few more hands on deck.
What new facility? Oh, you mean Castle Oblivion. What does Xemnas plan on doing with that place, anyway?
He already shared his intentions with us.
But did you know there's something he didn't share? The Chamber of Repose is part of a pair. The Chamber of Waking is the other. Another graveyard, if you want to call it that. It was constructed by someone other than Xemnas himself. And that's where he'll find it. That's where he'll find his other friend.
Yeah, this is all one big, poorly signaled flashback. You wouldn't have no way of knowing it's a flashback, though, just... And without, you know, Vexen and Zexion being in it. Hi, Demex.
Hey, you guys are looking lively.
Dance, what a dance.
Didn't we catch you messing around in the underworld? How'd a wimp like you get into Organization 13? I bet you can't even fight.
Yeah, but we can.
You shouldn't judge anyone by appearance.
Oh, I told them they were sending the wrong guy. Who is this kook?
Remember, the organization's made up of nobodies.
Right. No hearts.
Oh, we do too have hearts. Don't be mad.
You can't trick us.
Silence, traitor.
Fucking, 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 fucking. Donald, heal me, Donald, Donald.
Seriously, who inducted them in this Generation 13? It was a terrible choice. Also, the gender politics for Organization 13 is so fucked.
Oh, definitely.
You have to have a strong heart to be a nobody like this, which is why there's only one woman.
Yeah. Fuck you, Demex.
Dance, water, dance. Back off. Back off. Take this. This is it. Yeah. Back off. Yeah. Back off. Yeah.
You know what? We're going to a Clyde dance.
But it's still having trouble with Demex, even after they fixed it.
Not having trouble with it, I had trouble with before. I think I'm having trouble with the actual combat part.
Okay.
So if we go to the Lion King world, we'll level up a bit.
For some reason, this is making me want to play Sword of Eteria again.
Yeah, Sword of Eteria. That was a game.
Terrible glitch in it. One boss fight though. Complete nightmare. You're meant to be in like a team of 3, but your teammates just will not attack the enemy at all. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I meant to be able to like juggle enemies so that you can charge up your super attack, but it's actually quite difficult. Because half the time your teammates just aren't playing ball.
It's a shame it's a Konami game. It could do with a remake with better AI.
Yeah.
Good game. Like in theory at least. But no, the boss fight I'm talking about, they just wouldn't attack him at all. I found juggling the enemies wasn't that difficult.
Which boss battle was that?
Oh, it was like this one where you're in a cave and it's like this big monstrosity and it throws rocks at you, which you're supposed to be able to juggle to do the super attacks. But
yeah.
your teammates just are completely glitched in that fight.
Yeah, I know that one.
I'm afraid I'm going to have to abandon you for a minute. We're back in life.
Okay. Hang on, while I'm doing this, I'm just going to use my free hand to look at when we get Magnera magic. And we have to do second Port Royal before we get that. It'll be ages before we can go back to Atlantica. Phew, just barely managed that.
I'm back.
I want to come back.
You look awfully cheerful for that. I mean, your dad just died, but whatever.
What folly. His dad hasn't just died. His dad is about to die.
Oh, right, yeah. Forgot about that. It's been a while since I've seen The Lion King. I mean, it's like dripping poison into his ear, but you know, they're lions, they don't have thumbs.
Yeah, it would be difficult to drip poison into his ear. You'd have to hire a snake to do it.
I think my lamp I spent 20 quid on like a couple of years ago has just died on me.
Harsh.
Well, at least we don't have to deal with fat Elvis lion.
Kovu is the most attractive lion.
Really isn't.
Hey, check us out.
Age was not kind to that cub.
This place is kind of creepy, though. Ooh. Heartless?
Oh, I don't know, Sora. I get the feeling they might live here.
Don't mind us. Just passing through. We won't be any trouble.
Yeah, that's right.
Don't be silly. We love you to
Maybe
stick
you're
around
the
us.
intruder for once, Sora. Jeez.
We didn't bring anything to eat.
That's not gonna be a problem.
Gosh, Sora. I think we're...
Oh, that Elvis is slander. I am the opposite of a furry. The furthest thing possible from a furry. I'm just saying that if Kovu showed up, I would be down to yiff.
Whoa.
Is that something a furry would say? No.
Going somewhere?
Maybe. No. Reese would also be down to yiff Kovu, because he is the prettiest lion.
No. I would not give Kovu.
How dare you?
He's fat Elvis lion.
He's not.
He is.
I don't know what that was about, but I'm glad it's over.
He's the prettiest lion.
He's not. It's like late 70s Elvis at best.
I found a trick to it. Here, let me show you.
I saw it as a pretty lion, I guess. As lions go.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Yeah, thank you, Albert. Sora is the prettiest lion. Kovu ain't got shit on Sora.
And surrounded by traitors.
Stay back.
This must be how everybody who lived with Lubu felt.
You know, Lubu's gonna turn into this stream's like a mark. Only more fun, obviously. Not allowed to drink whiskey on our streams anymore. Beer's okay, but I'm not allowed to drink whiskey.
Unless you do a stream of Valiant Hearts, in which case, honestly, talking about Langemark is only going to add to the experience.
Oh, you're thinking of Shadow Hearts.
Thank you. You really saved me.
No, I'm thinking of Valiant Hearts.
Did you
Oh
see
no, I
another
thought you were thinking of
Heartless around here?
Shadow Hearts, because that's also set around World War One.
I'm not sure.
Remember?
Yeah.
It's set in like 1913 or some shit. The Horistic History of Valiant Hearts.
Thank you, random
A
person
game that
vetting
made
their
Cry
motorbike.
dry. It made Cry cry. Made Cry dry. Jesus Christ, Chloe thinks none of the lions are pretty. Damn, bitch!
Damn.
The Pride Lands are dangerous. Scar and the hyenas.
Everyone knows
in this
Clover is the
game,
prettiest lion.
For everyone.
They're all prettier in
There's
2D.
no food left. They've driven off the prey. We're about to starve.
We can handle a little danger. You just saw us beat those
How?
Heartless,
How did he
didn't
make
you?
the rain stop coming?
I guess you're right. You could be just what the king.
I think it's a Fisher King type situation.
Can help us.
They're lions!
Scar guy and all those hyenas?
He took over when our last king, Mufasa, died.
So you're saying this guy's your king?
Do you remember what
You want us to
Scar's,
take down your king?
he wouldn't have his
Wait
mane if
just
he
a
didn't have
minute.
his hair.
We can't just go around knocking kings off their thrones.
Remember Scar's selling point to the
Then again,
hyenas?
If they see that I'm stronger than their king, maybe they'll ask me to be their next king.
Sora.
I'd have to refuse, of course.
Stick with me and you'll never go
Still,
hungry again.
I'd like to see the Pride Lands, so you guys don't
Yeah.
mind letting them apart, do you?
Also, Sora, you got a bit Westerosi there.
Well, I wasn't paying attention. What did he say?
He was all, maybe if they see I'm stronger than their king, they'll make me their next king.
And tell the other lionesses. We're
Oh
supposed
my
to meet at
god,
a
Sora
place
wants a
called Pride
harem!
Rock.
Sora just wants to rule as undisputed king.
Maybe that's why he's gonna be, like, that's why your theory about him being the villain of Kingdom Hearts 3 is, like, a good idea, because he is fucking mad. Then again, like, the things you could get away with your protagonist doing 13 years ago are not the things you can get away with your protagonist doing now.
Look, giant key selecting young boys is not a suitable system of governance.
I feel like I should drop that in my fix somewhere, but I don't know where.
It annoys me that we can't access our drive forms in this world. Like, give me bright blue lion Sora bounding around and shooting people with his keyblade.
What wouldn't he be able to get away with this time around? Well, people are a lot more keen to find the dark sides of things these days. If Kingdom Hearts 2 came out now and Sora was going on about how he killed Maleficent to Pete, people will be like, oh my god, what the fuck?
Yeah, Sora is a fucked up child soldier, basically.
He is.
You could drop him into iron-blooded orphans and nobody would be any the wiser. Get him with robot Sora.
And considering one of his mentors is Squall, who was literally a child soldier in his own continuity.
Yeah.
What?
And he's working for a decadent ruling class. Giant mice being given keys by random dudes in pointy hats is no basis for a system of governance.
Also, Queen Minnie is a tyrant.
She is a tyrant.
Mad Queen Minnie, as she's known.
To help us force Scar and the hyenas out of the Pride Lands, but he says it won't work. You see,
Tell me what you like about Maleficent, but she never traps heat in the fucking void because he wasn't happy enough.
Yeah.
In fact, do you know what this reminds me of? Minnie reminds me of, do you remember how I said that,
I'm sorry you came all
The
this
Princess
way.
and the Frog is like weirdly similar to Witches Abroad.
Yeah.
You better go before Scar
Because
finds out
Witches
you're
Abroad,
here.
if you don't know, is the not
really
you,
sorry.
it's the audience. If you don't know, is it's a Discworld book where the city of shit, what's it called? I don't remember what it's called. Hang on, I'll have to look it up in a sec. Well, there's this city and it's based on New Orleans. That's all you really need to know. It's ruled by this terrifying woman who has installed a frog turned into a man as a puppet leader, and the princess Ella, who is the daughter of a swamp witch called Mrs. Gogol, is like part of her machinations, and she's obsessed with the story going the right way. But then you got Princess and the Frog, which is literally set in New Orleans, has a puppet ruler set up with somebody being turned into a frog, and there's a swamp witch who also has a big black rooster. The reason they have the big black rooster is the same. I'll get to that in a second. It's so weirdly similar, and the swamp witch is just like, oh yeah, the story has to go this way, and you're like, what the fuck? Did you read Witches Abroad and they decided to make a movie based on it, but couldn't be bothered to get the rights, Disney?
Whoa, teammates. Also, hey, Pete.
So, man, Pete should feel really at home since this place is full of cats, just like him. He looks ridiculous.
What are you doing here?
What the fuck is he supposed to be?
He's a
He's
lion.
also meant to be a lion.
Yeah.
Worried about my friends.
Oh, this is so cute.
You've got some hunting to do.
The herds have moved on, Scar.
But anyway,
In a land with no prey.
No prey. Then what do you call this?
the person who set up the frog puppet ruler is Lilith Weatherwax, and she gets really, really pissy if you don't fulfill your part of the story. So if you're like a baker and you're not happy and half covered in flour, you will end up being thrown into the palace dungeons. And that's essentially what Minnie does to Pete.
Yeah.
Follow me.
It's like, how to describe it? Did Nomura read Witches Abroad and not get it? Like, does he not understand that Lilith Weatherwax is the bad guy?
To Wilderness Valley, I guess. Oh god, the Pridelands are just gigantic and empty.
It's the savannah. It's not known for being like super TV with life. I mean, it's got a bit of life in it, obviously. And Donald must feel amazing that he can actually fly here. I mean, I see that like image set going around where Porky Pig's like, you can't swim, you can't fly. What can? I thought you were a duck. What kind of duck are you? And I'm like, people do realise that in the original cartoons, Daffy like he flies all the time. He does fly places.
Actually, ducks can fly, can't they?
Yeah, they can fly in real life. That's the joke.
Oh,
But
okay.
Daffy and Donald can't. But Daffy can fly. He's flown in the cartoons before.
Hey, why the long face, Simba? You gotta lighten up and live a little. Yeah.
That's how he met up with Foghorn Leghorn that one time. I love Foghorn Leghorn. I have a thing for American Southern accents.
Would you look how he's grown, Pumbaa? Why, when I rescued the little guy, he was only this big.
Oh, it's sad that your Mii's don't have your Mii teammates don't have faces.
Yeah, that'll make it difficult for them to eat. Oh, things I discovered today. Apparently Death of the Outsider doesn't have a high chaos, low chaos system, so I can kill whoever I like.
Weird.
It's because the main character hasn't been marked by the Outsider, so...
How do you use all your cool powers then?
What's wrong?
She has an arm made out of stuff in the void, and an eye made out of stuff in the void, and later she gets the sword that was used to sacrifice the dude the Outsiders used to be.
You can do it.
No, it's apparently it's intentional. Because you're meant to be playing a more brutal character anyway. So yeah, I can murder whoever I like. I'm gonna try not to murder people. Now I can just be like, ah well, sometimes people die screaming.
Shame. Essentially.
Yeah.
I need to start cutting out my pieces of fabric properly because my seam allowance is all over the fucking place on these paper pieces. Should get some Taylor's chalk at some point.
When Simba's father, King Mufasa, died, we were told that Simba died alongside him.
Wow, this kid's not dead.
Who told you that?
Scar.
I like how she was like, Simba's dead, and so I was like, no, we used him as a summon in the last game. He's definitely alive.
Simba! Sora, hurry!
Wait up!
I think Simba is the laziest name in cartoons, seriously.
Simba just means lion, doesn't it?
Yeah, it literally just means lion.
Still some of the best lyrics and songs around. So the fact just trying to say it says, "Oh, it's a lion." Oh yes, it's a lion. So lion.
Yeah, it doesn't sound as good as English, does it?
It doesn't.
Why are you fighting dinosaurs?
Well, you know, dinosaurs all over the place in the African savannah.
Yeah, not now.
Simba! It's me, Sora. Donald and Goofy are here too.
Sora? Donald? Goofy? What happened to you?
That's a very friendly reaction, Simba.
Yeah. Do you even have a cat?
Timon! Pumbaa! Something must have happened in the jungle. I have to go help my friends.
Okay.
I bet you would even get in a cardboard box if you found one. Like, Nala's like, I fits, so I sits, and he's just like, I don't understand. And then the other lionesses just throw him out, because how does he not understand the most basic cat concept of all?
Simba! Wait!
It is true about all cats, cat.
It's Nala! Don't you recognize her?
Nala?
Yeah, how can you not recognise her? She's basically the same but bigger.
It's me.
It's not like she grew a mane.
Simba! You are alive!
Hey, what's going on here?
Don't worry. They're all friends of mine.
So that means nobody's planning to eat anybody else for lunch, right?
Are you sure they don't want to eat me? Like I'm some kind of pig?
We won't, but you are a pig, right?
Call me Mr. Pig!
Why would it, whatever the fuck bird Donald's supposed to be right now, eat you?
Yeah.
Guys, excuse us for a
Okay,
few
the
minutes?
call me Mr. Pig thing,
Why am I
like,
not surprised?
it seems really misplaced to him to use it here.
Simba, you've got to come back to
Do you know
Pride
why?
Rock.
Go on.
Sora might be
It's a reference to a line in a Sidney Poitier movie. I don't remember exactly what the film is, but
I can't go
he's
back.
a lawyer or an investigator of some kind, and he's gone down the American South for crime-related reasons. Not his crime; he didn't do it. He's solving the crime, and
there's nothing you can do about it.
people keep calling him Tib because that's a form of disrespect that white people used towards black people back then. Slash there. So when he's like, call me Mr. Tib, it's him like reasserting his like humanity and place of respect.
Yeah, that is kind of out of place, coming from Thunder's mouth.
Well, I mean, it's a weird reference in the film, but in the film he says it when like he's being disrespected by the hyenas who want to eat him.
Yeah,
he's
so that
angry
makes a bit more
because he's
sense.
been it makes more sense. It's more appropriate. But here, Sora and Donald aren't disrespecting him. They're literally just asking him if he's a pig.
Dead, and it's because of me.
It doesn't make sense for him to have that reaction here. It's belittling the thing it's referencing.
Change anything.
That makes sense, you know? Instead of being a vaguely comedic reference to something which is actually fairly serious, because at least it's being referenced in a vaguely similar situation.
Down on us from the stars. So whenever you feel alone, just remember that those kings will always be there to guide you.
How would you do it here? I don't get it.
Father, are you there?
Simba.
Always remember, never forget who you are.
You must take your place in the circle of life.
He's terrifying in 3D.
Who I used to be.
Chainsaw Jones, please, for the love of God, stop!
I'm sorry, Chainsaw Jones. I'm sorry.
He has no pupils. It was okay in 2D, but it isn't anymore.
He just has terrifying, sightless eyes. This is exactly what it's like every time you come home and see Velpator.
I'm back to face my past. I could use your help.
He really is a king.
Oh, we should check if Sora has air recovery. I may have switched air recovery off. Doesn't actually look like he does have air recovery.
Hang on, I've almost finished basing this hex again. When I'm done, I'm going to look at what that Sidney Poitier movie is. Because I really want to know now.
Oh no, we do have aerial recovery.
But did you turn it off or what?
No, it's still turned on. I'm just not very good at this game.
You should have played it on easy like usual Scrub Lord ways.
You are a Scrub Lord.
Yeah, I am a bit. But you know, I accept it. Move on with my life. Sydney.
Together.
Tips. Okay, so he's a detective and he's solving the murder of a prostitute. And this isn't the line "They call me Mr. Tibbs" comes from the first movie in a trilogy called "In the Heat of the Night," and then the second film is called "They Call Me Mr. Tibbs," and the third film is called "The Organisation."
Yeah.
Was it in the south? Hmm. Well, wherever it is, they did that to black people. A white man would be Mr. Tibbs, but because he's black, he gets called Tibbs. You know, like you would a butler.
I'm here. Back off.
Kind of weird. In they call him Mr. Tibbs. He's working for the San Francisco police, but in the first film he was working for the Philadelphia police, and in the films and the novels these films seem to be based on, he was working in for Pasadena police. Stop moving around, Mr. Tibbs. You need some stability in your life, man. So, yeah, using They Call Me Mr. Tibbs, They Call Me Mr. Pig, sorry, is like a badass comeback moment. Makes sense, because in the film, the Sidney Poitier film, that's what it is. It's a badass comeback line.
Yeah, you said.
I know. I'm just, like, specifying that, because I didn't say it was a badass comeback line at the time. So, like, in the context of this game, it makes no fucking sense. And there you go. There's your Tetsuya Nomura doesn't seem to understand like how badass comeback moments work, or may not even be aware that what that line is meant to be referencing.
Yeah, that's my suspicion. Kingdom Hearts in general has a tendency to take jokes from Disney and then use them without really understanding the context or why they were funny or meaningful. So I think they're just referencing that line and have no idea where it comes from.
Fight your uncle for this? Yes, Timon. This is my home.
Wow, way to put a fucking value judgment on the place. Oh yeah, it's Timon, he does do that. I thought it was Sora for a second, I can't hear.
Yeah.
Still, way to put a fucking value judgment on the place.
Yeah, Timon.
Simba, you're alive.
Scar, you've never looked more evil.
Simba's the rightful king.
Mostly because you too have been badly modeled in comparison to a 2D adventures. Do you know what makes this worse is that when they animate these films, they have like maquettes made up. So I don't understand why these don't seem to have been modelled after the maquettes.
But what about your faithful subjects? Have they?
Because they probably have them knocking about somewhere. You know?
Yeah.
Tell them who's responsible for Mufasa's death.
I am.
He admits it, murderer. If it weren't for you, Mufasa would still be alive. Do you deny it?
No, but it was an accident.
You're in trouble again. But
He was a cub, it's
Daddy
manslaughter at
is here to save
best.
you. And now everyone knows why. Now, this looks familiar. I think I've seen this before. Oh, yes. I remember. This is just the way your father looked before he died.
I think maybe if you hadn't told him, you would have won.
Yes, my little secret.
Yeah.
This is kind of where the whole Lion Hamlet thing falls down, because like Claudius doesn't tell Hamlet that he killed his dad. Old Hamlet tells Hamlet that he was murdered by his brother.
All right.
Something Mufasa neglects to do.
Louder!
I killed Mufasa.
Just even it was pretty stupid in the film, but it's even worse here.
Yes.
I feel like that should be like the tagline for Kingdom Hearts. It was pretty stupid in the film, but it's even worse here.
There's still a lot of copies of that.
Yeah, I know, it just doesn't make any goddamn sense. He's meant to be like this master manipulator, but he just fails at like the first hurdle. This is where the "they call me Mr. Pig" line should have gone. Doesn't make any sense. You're gonna use the scene. Why not?
He's here.
Matthew, what are you doing?
I'm still not entirely convinced he's not a dot.
Yeah, it seems to be something of an issue with the animal characters in Disney films that sometimes people just don't seem to realise they're female. And I think part of the problem is that they're not designed in a aggressively feminine way. Like, this, I can't remember her name, the hyena character and Turk from Tarzan. Neither of them have long eyelashes.
Where's Simba?
Yeah.
So, and their voice actors are both, they're fairly deep-voiced women. Like Whoopi Goldberg and Rosie O'Donnell, I think, for Turk.
Yeah, and in the case of The Lion King, Whoopi Goldberg is making her voice deeper, isn't she?
Yeah.
This is his fight, Donald.
I feel like if you're not used to deep-voiced women, yeah, it can be very confusing. And they don't act in overtly feminine ways either. I mean, Whoopi Goldberg's character is just a hyena, same as the others. Although she's clearly in charge. And Turk's something of a tomboy.
You're okay.
Oh, that was just a sneak preview. 'Cause this ain't over. Oh, not by a
Oh, indeed, I forgot you were here.
Anger and jealousy.
What the fuck have you been doing this entire time, Pete?
Into a heartless. Oh, your kingdom's gonna rise again. But this time as the Pride Lands of Darkness.
That's what you think.
Very Okami, Simba. Very Okami.
Such Okami. Much. Wow.
Who was Zero again? Was she Simba's daughter, or was she one of the other lions?
She was the evil lion who was raising the pretty lion. You know, the prettiest lion. No! He's not Fat Elvis Lion. You're a Fat Elvis Lion. I will not stand for a slander of my son, Kovu.
I'm here. This is
I watched The Lion King 2. I liked The Lion King 2 a lot.
It's not a bad film. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It was on the Disney Channel. Definitely one of their better straight to DVD sequels.
Yeah, definitely.
They both do the butt wiggle. He also has a rictus grin. You know, there's such a thing as 2 on model.
Oh yeah, I've heard of Lion Guard.
Is Lion Guard on It's at Home?
It's a television show. How terrifying Mufasa. Reminding us again what it's like to come home to Velvetor.
He is Kitty Velvetor. Him is the gestalt of ferrets.
Yeah. He loved to scream.
He did. Such big ears. Like, Velvetor has big ears, but she's got a bigger head proportionally. But yes, really skinny head.
Hey! What's with the light show?
We have to say goodbye for a little while.
I'll go tell Simba. Oh, he's probably busy. Just tell him we'll be back soon.
Oh, that's right. He's king now. He's gonna be so busy, he'll probably forget about his 2 best buddies.
Well, you always got Hakuna Matata, right?
Yes, so.
What do you mean, yes so? What if he forgets to tell the carnivores who we are? One look at you, and you're a pig roast!
That's Mr. Pig Roast.
I found it again.
And I'm not sticking around to be anybody's pork dinner!
Pumbaa?
This is
You
really,
never forget your true buddies.
really inappropriate.
Yeah. Okay, no way are we doing Redemic's Lost Battle now, so we're going to leave things there for today. So, like and subscribe if you enjoyed. When are you next streaming, son?
I don't know. You're coming round on Monday for a couple of days, so maybe not until after that.
Yeah, probably not until after that. So, not until, gosh, Friday at the earliest.
Yeah.
And I'll probably stream again either a weekend or next week. So, it's good night from me.
And it's good night from him.
Good night.
Good night.